you ever have trouble finding your games on your disk because they're just like a mess everywhere? Well, let's organize that mess. We're going to teach you how to make a menu in BASIC so you can load your games just by typing in load, quote, star, quote, comma, 8, comma, 1. And that's what today's video is about. So let's go ahead. I had a burp there. Ooh.
We're going to start our menu off here by typing line 10. Then we're going to type print CHR $, left parentheses 147, right parentheses. This command tells your Commodore to clear everything off the screen. That way we'll have plenty of room for our program. Kind of like washing a dirty window without the soap and water. Oh, I hope that water doesn't void my warranty. After that, on the same line we're going to have a colon, followed by a poke 53281, 0. I know what you're thinking. Why do I have to put a colon there? Well, let me explain about this colon. In programming, the colon lets you put multiple commands on the same line. It's like saying, do this, then do this, then do this. Basically, putting colons between your commands is the same thing as having multiple lines of code. You just save a little space, that's all. So what does poke 53281, 0 do? Let me show you here. I'm going to open up a new window. 53281, 0, enter. Haha! It changed the background black. Which brings us to our next part, colon, poke 53280, 6. Let's type that in here, 53280, 6. Ooh, it changed the background to blue. Ha, imagine that. So the pokes are changing the colors. Here's a little chart I made on the poke colors. Sounds kind of pokey, huh? Don't forget our colon here. And our next command is print CHR $, left parentheses 28, right parentheses. Oh, what does that do? Well, let's try it. Print CHR $28, return. Ooh, it changed my text to red. Changed to red. And here's a chart I made to give you all the color codes for your text. It makes your text all nice and pretty and colorful. Ooh, rainbows. We are done with line 10 now, so at the end of every line, hit return. That way it will save it into the computer's memory. Line 20, we're going to print. We'll put a quotation mark. Now you put a message that you want to say, like 1 Pac-Man, 2 Dig Dug. End it with a quotation mark. And don't forget to hit the return key to save the line. Line 30, I'm going to print again. Then I'm going to quote and then put my label. I'm going to say 3 Buck Rogers. I'm going to make sure it's centered with the Pac-Man above. Then quote, return. Line 40, we're going to type in print, then return. That would give us an extra row. Line 50, we're going to type in print, then return again. It gives us another row. Line 60, we're going to print, quote. Our label is going to be choose a number because we have to tell them what to do. Quote, return again. If I were to run this program right now, what do you think would happen? Well, let's type in RUN. Ooh, the background's black, the border's blue, the text is red, and there's spaces too. Hey, that rhymes. All right, where are they? Oh, line 70, print, return. Line 80, print, return. Line 90, $$ equals quote, quote. Well, what the heck does that mean? Well, the $$ is a variable all by itself. It equals quote, quote. There's nothing between the quotes, so it's empty. Imagine $$ is a cardboard box, and there's a label on the cardboard box of the contents, and it's between the quotes, but there's no name because the box is empty, at least for now. Getting back to business. Line 100, print CHR $, left parentheses 30, right parentheses. This is going to change our text to the color green, if you looked at the chart earlier. Line 110, print, quote. Now your label, press return when finished. Quote, return again. This label should come up in all green. You want to see? Let's run it. All right, let's type in RUN, return. Ooh, pretty green text now. Okay, let's go back. Line 120, input, quote, quote, semicolon, $. What could that mean? What it means is the computer's asking the user to type something into the computer, and that will become the value of $. That's what that means. It's kind of like you really got to use a porta potty, but you can't go until somebody inputs the code so you can open the door. Line 130, if $$ equals, quote, 1, quote. Remember in line 120 from up above, when it was waiting for you to punch a number and hit the return button? Well, if that number is 1, Then P $ is going to equal the name that we put in here. This name is going to be the executable file for your video game. So number 1 for me is Pac-Man, and the executable file is space pac.obj. Line 140, if S $ equals, quote, 2, quote, then P $ will equal, quote, dig dog, which is my second executable file. Return. Line 150, if S $ equals, quote, 3, quote, then P $ will equal, quote, Buck. And Buck is for Buck Rogers, which is my third game. Line 160, if A equals 0, then A equals 1, colon, load P $, comma 8, comma 1. What this line does, it checks to see if A is 0, and if it is, it changes A to 1 and loads the game. If you look at the load, it's loading P $ for the name. The P $ was what you inputted into the computer, your executable file. The reason for the A equals 0 to A equals 1 part of the line here is so that we don't repeat ourselves, come back to this part of the program. You see, there are two types of programs. There's a binary program, and then there's a basic program. A basic program, you can type the word list, and it will list it, and you can see everything. In a binary program, you can't list it. Well, it makes a difference when you load it from a menu. When this menu program that you just made, if it loads a basic program, the basic program will run. But if you load a binary program, it will load it into the memory, but it won't automatically run your program. Instead, it'll come right back to the menu. That's why we have to put one more line in. And that is why we put A equals 0, then change it to 1, so we don't repeat. Anywho, the last line, line 170, if A equals 1, then SYS 64738. That command there will clear the memory. We need the memory cleared, so now our new program that we loaded can take the spot. Now that we're done with our menu program, we're probably going to want to save it onto our disk drive. So type in SAVE, quote, the name you want to call it, menu 1, quote, comma 8. And as soon as you hit the return key, it saves it. Let's go check here to see if our program's saved. We'll type in load, quote, $, quote, comma 8. Return. This will load the directory on our disk. When it's done, type in list, return. Oh, looky there. We have menu 1 and menu 2. Wait a second, we saved menu 1. Well, I have a confession to make. Before I recorded this video, I already saved it, just to test it to see if it worked. I called it menu 2. It's the same program. Which brings up a point. When you type in load, quote, star, quote, comma 8, comma 1, it will load the first file on the disk. That's why we need to put our menu on there first. Or you can be sneaky and do it this way. Go up here and type in load, then you space it a little bit, comma 8, comma 1. Then delete the program part. It's loading, loading, loading. Now we type in run, and it's going. I suppose we better put our games on the disk now.
What we have to do now is copy our games from our game disk onto our blank disk. So I'm taking my blank disk out, and today I'm going to use Copy 264 128. You don't have to use Copy 264 128. You can use Maverick, Fast Hack'em. I think you can even do it with a flash load cartridge. Anyway, let's load LOAD, comma 8, comma 1. And it's going to load Copy 264 128. Now that it's loaded, we gotta go to copy, files, oh wait, let's change our disk. Put the disk that the games that you want to copy are on, then go to files.
Copy 264 128 says I need to use a formatted disk. Well, it just so happens our disk is formatted, otherwise we won't be able to save our menu to it. So I'm going to hit return when I'm ready. And at this point, you can choose to use 2 drives or 1. If you only have 1 drive, then you have to swap the disk out over and over. But I happen to have 2. Copy 2 also asks, what disk do I want to work with? That's my source disk with my games on it. So I went ahead and pressed enter, and it's loading up the directory of what's on my source disk. Once the directory is loaded on disk, choose your game. Oh, there's Pac-Man, and we'll go down here. Oh, there's Buck Rogers, and then Dig Dug right there. Now to copy, I hit the letter G. And because I decided to use 2 drives, my source drive will be 8 and the destination drive will be 9. That's my blank disk. If you're only using 1 drive, you're going to have to swap disks back and forth during the copying process. All right, here we go. We're copying Pac-Man. We're copying Buck Rogers. And we're copying Dig Dug. All files are selected, have been finished. Press return. I'm just going to reboot. And of course I'm going to load. Let's see if my menu works. Ooh, it works. Now let's try 1 for Pac-Man. And once Pac-Man's loaded, hit enter 1 more time, and then we go right into the game. For the record, that was lines 160 and 170 of our code. What appears to be working right now. So we better load the next game. Let's reboot. This time I'm going to load Dig Dug number 2. I think it's working. Oh, here he comes. Let's get ready to play. Oh, I don't have my joystick plugged in. Now for Buck Rogers. Buck, Buck, Buck. And there you go. It appears that this one's running too. I'm going to hit that pole.
Boy, sure is messy in here. But at least our discs right here, they're nice and organized. Organized. Well, I hope you liked our video. Why don't you leave a comment in the comment section below? Oh, the discs are in the way. Well, do that anyway. Or give me a like, man. Till then, I will see you later. Get out of here. Oh, now I can go this way.